in this video, let's talk about AMC stock. That is setting up for an amazing setup here. In this video, I want to talk about AMC. I want to talk about GameStop that is also setting up, and which also had a setup like AMC. So AMC is lagging behind GameStop. And then I also want to talk about just some of our previous plays that are similar to this AMC setup. So SoFi, Coinbase, Roblox, going to be doing a very in-depth analysis so that you guys can really see my perspective. And then we will also be talking about the overall market and how the overall market is really screaming bullish right here. So let's get started with AMC stock right here. Just taking a look at this chart. This chart looks beautiful and we are setting up perfectly. This chart looks very appealing, where we have two levels that we are looking at. We have the $4.25 level, and then we have the $5.50 level. And we are bouncing off of this level of support, where price keeps bouncing off, and then we keep rejecting off of this level. Now, the perfect entry would be right here, right at $4.30, $4.25. So this would be the absolute perfect entry. I'm going to change my color to green. Okay, this is going to be the buy zone. So if we do have a red day tomorrow for the market, I want to buy in right at the level of support, because that is going to be the perfect entry, and then have the stop loss close below, because we are setting up here. Okay, we have this trend, we have this price action where we are trading sideways. Okay, when we are trading sideways, we are getting ready for a move, a potential explosive move here. So this is going to be the perfect entry. The stop loss is going to be the close below. We do not want to be below $4.30, $4.25, because then we are breaking this trend, we are breaking this structure to the downside, then we have more room to the downside. So we really need to hold this level, and that is going to be our stop loss. So this is going to be the perfect entry. Now, this next level, okay, this is the breakout level. I'm going to color this yellow. We keep rejecting this, but this is the area where if we start closing above, we have that explosive breakout to the upside, because now if we close above this area, we have broken the trend to the upside, and then we can have this explosive move, because the overall idea of this is that we are trading sideways and we are setting up for a move. When we trade sideways, we are setting up, and the perfect entry obviously is going to be the level of support. But if tomorrow we start closing above and we start breaking the $5.50 level, I'm looking to enter in shares right at that level. So this is what we are taking a look at for AMC stock. This reminds me, previous plays we had was like SoFi. So this setup on SoFi where we were trading sideways, we already kind of broke out, and boom, we traded sideways and we broke out to the upside. We had an explosive move on SoFi. We had this play, and again, you can go to the Discord. You can go to the Discord right here and really see all of the previous setups. Even something like the play on Shopify that we had is another example of us trading sideways and consolidating. And with Shopify, we bought in right at the level of support. We played the bounce to the level of resistance. So same thing with AMC. Okay, just like the setup on Shopify. We had a play on Coinbase like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Let's take a look at here. We had, a play on Coinbase. It was 104% on options, hit over 250%. But you could see that we were trading sideways, we were consolidating, and we got in right at the level of support. And then even here, it was trading sideways, consolidating. You could have played in at the level of support, and it broke out. Now it is hitting that level. So let's get back to AMC. This would be the perfect entry. Okay, so if we do have a red day, that would be a solid 25% on shares. Now, what about the price target after we start breaking this to the upside? Well, our only resistance here, we have a resistance at $6.70, but our only next resistance is 160%, which is around $11.82. So that is really going to be the utmost price target, but the conservative price target is going to be something like 20%. That is a no-brainer move on AMC, especially with this breakout. Like typically AMC moves like 20%, like 10% minimum. So we're talking about at least a 20% gain on the breakout just for shares. And I want to play shares. It's going to be like no theta, IV, none of that, just very simple shares, and that is why I am loving this play on AMC stock. Now let's talk about GameStop, because both GameStop and AMC are kind of following this thing. Now let's take a look at GameStop. GameStop had a setup just like AMC. So this is GameStop, this is AMC, same thing. So we could see that AMC is really lagging behind GameStop. GameStop had its breakout of this, and that was over a 73% gain on shares just for GameStop. And then we had another consolidation pattern right here, and then Roaring Kitty tweeted, and we had this massive pop. But the idea is that we have this setup, we have this consolidation, and we have this potential continuation to the uptrend, because GameStop and both AMC are still in a uptrend right now, and now we are consolidating and setting up for another leg up to the upside. And then we have this overall, hype train going on. So since a lot of people are watching these stocks, we have a lot of volume. So the probability of actually, breaking out of this is a lot higher, since we have so much volume and so many eyes watching these stocks. So that is another thing to keep in mind for AMC and GameStop. So that is what we are taking a look at. Now, I just want to take a look at the overall market, because the overall market also looks very bullish. So let's talk about the S&P 500. Okay, which are the top 500 stocks in the stock market. The S&P 500 broke out of this consolidation setup, which we have been setting up for days and weeks. Now, again, I really love to make these videos, because we just take a look at the past. All of these setups, we have made videos on these. I've been making these videos for 3 years now. So all of these setups were setups that we were watching, and setups that I've made a video on. So we can see, historically, we are in a uptrend right here, where we broke out of the consolidation phase. So something like here, like here, like here. Back then right here, we were in a downtrend, but the overall market is in a uptrend right now. So the S&P 500 is looking good. Now, let's take a look at a closer picture. Okay, what if we have, for example, a red day? So just like here, when we broke out of here, this was our level of support, and you could have played calls here, but our next level of support is this area here now. So this was a massive level of resistance, and now it is a level of support. Okay, so our resistance is now the level of support. So that is one thing to keep in mind. If we do have a red day tomorrow, 532, 531, this is going to be a great area to buy in calls at. And I'll keep you guys updated on the Discord. We have been absolutely killing it. 60%, this hit over 100% today. Apple hit, our video on Apple was amazing. Our video on Nike, solid 100%. Coinbase, 100%, hit over 250%. I did enter into a small account challenge play. So if you guys do want to join the Discord, I do have the link in the description, where you guys can join the Discord and follow us along with the small account plays. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys tomorrow in the Discord. I'll be sending out my alerts if I do decide to get into AMC stock. See you guys later, and take care.